Hello, friends. Welcome to our story Secret Son in Law Shadow King. We are here to present episode number 26. If you enjoy the story, please share and comment and like the story. And if you visit first time our channel, please subscribe our channel Sukoon FM English and press the bell icon also. Let's begin story. Zia rolled her eyes and said with disdain, "Are you joking? How can someone's arms break just because they tripped? Do you think I am a kid born yesterday and will believe you? I agree that one person will trip and fall, and I agree that his arm will break. But how did so many people fall together?" Zia was shocked to see Summer's face. How can a person lie so easily looking into someone's eyes? Such a man must be punished. Hearing her, Summer smiled and pointing towards Bakhtawar said, "I am telling the truth. If you don't believe me, you can ask him. His name is Bakhtawar. You guys should talk to each other." Bakhtawar? Zia looked at him closely and found that the person with the broken arm was actually Bakhtawar. She knew to for sure who he was. The leaders of the Eagle Gang, a notorious goon who had more than 10 other gangs working under him. Ziaz looked angrily at Bakhtawar and asked in a cold voice, "Bakhtawar, you tell me, who beat you so badly?" Bakhtawar thought to herself on hearing her question. "What nonsense is this? Can't you know that we have been beaten by this devil? Don't you have a brain? How can you ask such a stupid question?" When he did not say anything, Zia asked him once again, "Tell me, who killed you people?" But Bakhtawar had faced Summers and knew how scary he was. So he kept trembling and did not want to get into any more trouble. The police could at most put him in jail for a few days. But if he took Summers' name, he would not even survive. When Samar could kill her people in a minute, he would finish him off in a snap. Finally, he told Ziaz that he had fallen on his own. Zia was made after hearing his statement. Ting, ting, ting. Zia's phone rang. She immediately took the phone out of her pocket and saw that it was ASP Mayank calling from the police station. As soon as Zia picked up the phone, she said, "Hello, sir. Tell me what is the matter." The ICP then said, "Zia, come back to the police station right now." Zia replied to him saying, "Sir, I am finishing a case outside. It will take me more time to come back." Hearing the ICP said, "No, Zia, come back right now. We have an emergency case. A girl has been murdered outside the city. Come back right now and investigate the case. This is my order." Zia had no other option. So she said, "Yes, sir, I am coming right now." Saying this, she disconnected the phone and had to return immediately with her team. However, Zia gave a stem look to Summer while leaving, as she was still unable to want go her anger. After she left, Summer walked towards Bakhtawar and said, "Bakhtawar, it is time to repay the debt of 1 crore rupee to Agarwal Industry. Isn't it?" He mocked him, saying this. After making eye contact with Summer, Bakhtawar trembled and, nodding madly, said, "Yes, yes, brother, yes. I will get the money right away." Bakhtawar ran inside and bought 1 crore rupee in cash in a black bag and carefully handed it over to Summer. Summer took the bag of the money from him, and after checking it, he held Prachi's hand and said, "Come on, Prachi, we got our money. Now we should leave." And he came out of the dhaba with her. He took Prachi with him on his bike and left for Agarwal industry. However, Samar did not know that a conspiracy was going on against him in a basement several kilometers away from them. There was only a dim candlelight in the basement. There was a strong young man with a strong body and a hard nose sitting on a chair, but he looked cold. A strong feeling of cold was spreading in his body, which scared everyone. Tiger King, I failed. The poisonous spider was on the knees with her hands bandaged. She was so scared that she couldn't stop herself from sweating. No one knew better than a poisonous spider how terrifying Tiger King was. He was a cruel and ruthless beast. Tiger King held two destroyer balls and said coldly, "You know what the consequence would be if you failed, right?" Poisonous Spider face turned pale. She knew that Tiger King hated losers the most and would definitely sentence them all to that right now. So she pleaded, "Tiger King, please give me another chance. I will definitely kill Shadow King this time." Tiger King mocked her. You can never kill Summer Shadow King. Poisonous Spider folded her hands and said, "Tiger King, I can't kill him, but I can kill his wife and make her suffer for the rest of her life." The Tiger King listens to her carefully and, after thinking for a while, said, "Okay, then I gave you another chance. But if you fail again, what will you do?" The Tiger King waved his hand and asked the poisonous spider to leave after finishing his words. The dark basement became quiet again. The Tiger King also already knew everything about Summer's marriage and his wife. However, Summer still had no idea that there was a plan to kill his wife. While driving, Summer noticed that Prachi, who was sitting behind him, was sad. So he asked her, "Prachi, why are you sad? Hmm?" Prachi looked sad ever since they left the eatery, as if she was having trouble with something. Prachi frowned as she had Summer from the back seat and softly asked, "Summer, who do you find more beautiful, me or that policewoman?" Summer raised his eyebrows. She found it what he said funny. She finally got in answer. Prachi was jealous of the policeman. He said softly, "You are definitely prettier than her. That policewoman is aggressive as a lion and always keeps bothering me and always keeps getting in my way." Summer was very good at complimenting girls. Of course, he was flattering Prachi, but when he said the opposite about the policewoman, Prachi burst out laughing. The way she laughed was as beautiful as a blooming flower. The policewoman in a question was indeed aggressive. Who would point her gun at anyone? She matched the descriptions given by Summer exactly. Besides, Prachi was also happy that she was prettier in Summer's eyes. Prachi clenched her fist and silently said to herself, "You can do this. You are the prettiest in his eyes." Summer twisted the accelerator of the bike and sped off towards Agarwal industry. After spending so much time at the dhaba, it was already afternoon. He had to hurry back to the company before his shift ended. Half an hour later, Summer finally reached the company. Summer smiled and drove the bike towards the parking lot and said to Prachi, "Prachi, you go to the sales department. I will give this bike to that fat guy and came back." Prachi looked towards the second floor and said to Summer, "Okay, you will come quickly." Saying this, he went to the sales department on the second floor. Summer parked the bike and took the keys and went back to the security department. The security department was looked on the northeast side of the building. It was separate over an area of more than 100 square meters and had more than 20 security guards. Security guards, Rohan. So Samar coming and run towards him and said, "Hey, dear, you are finally back." He thought that Samar just needed the bike for a short time and he did not expect that he would not return for the whole day. He had also been scolded by the director of the afternoon because he refused to let him go during the lunch time. Smiling a little, Samar said, "I am sorry, Rohan brother. I took a little more time, but the work for which I had gone is done. So a treat from my side," and gave him the keys back. Hearing this, Rohan's face lit up with a smile and he took out his mobile and said, "Okay, brother, you take my phone number and call me," and started telling his number to Samar. Samar also gave his number to him and then went towards the sales department. The shift was about to end. The fat man had to complete the cleaning in the security department, and Samar also had to go to back the sales department. However, at this time, Prachi had reached Pranav's office in the sales department. As soon as Pranav saw Prachi, he asked, "Prachi, have you bought 1 crore rupee from the Eagle gang?" And at the same time, he was looking at Prachi with dirt eyes. Prachi saw the lust in his eyes, but still she smiled and said, "Yes, sir, I have bought money from them." Pranav asked in surprise, "Where it is?" Prachi replied, "Mr. Samar has the bag of the money. He is coming in a second." Prachi stepped back, clenching her fist. She was scared of him. Pranav stared at her and said, "Prachi, do you know what will happen if you lie to me?" Prachi asked in surprise. "What do you mean?" Pranav smiled and said, "I mean it very simple. Samar can never bring money from the Eagle gang and you are lying to me." Prachi said in a slightly stem voice, "Sir, I am telling the truth. Samar is really bringing the money." Prachi tried her best to convince Pranav because she knew that not only Pranav but no one would believe this. Pranav did the Samar and shouted back at her, "Prachi, I don't believe you. I still have two options for you. Either you become my girlfriend or leave Agarwal industry." Prachi said once again, "Sir, believe me, Samar is bringing the money." Pranav said in a sarcastic tone, "Bitch, if I don't believe you, what will you do?" And he started moving towards Prachi. Suddenly, Samar opened the door. He angrily went to Pranav. He had heard the conversations between them from outside and he was angry after hearing what Pranav said. The man was actually forcing the poor girl to become his girlfriend. What a scold did. Prachi went to Samar and started crying as soon as he came. She cried and said, "Samar." She was very scared these days because Pranav was constantly getting into her trouble. Today he had insulted her a lot. Samar felt pity and on seeing Prachi's crying like this. He put his hand on Prachi's shoulder and said, "Prachi, don't be afraid. I have come. Now I will you take care of it." Pranav frowned at Samar and said threateningly, "Samar, this is my office. Who did you ask before coming inside? Why did this boy suddenly come inside when he was coming towards Prachi to kiss her?" He was angry that Samar had again interfered between them. Samar extended the bag of the money in his hand towards Pranav and said, "I just came to give this 1 crore rupee. Take this. We have bought 1 crore rupee in cash from Eagle Gang." Pranav was shocked when he saw the Eagle Gang logo on the bag and 1 crore rupee in cash in it. Eagle Gang, all these people were notorious goons. Till now, the people whom Pranav had sent to collect the check and had their hands broken by the Eagle Gang, goons and were still hospitalized. What superpower did the man have that he got the check from the time? 1 crore rupee, a huge amount for those goons. How did they agree to return the money? No matter how Samar bore the money, Pranav was angry that he had freed Prachi from this debt issue. When Pranav had no other questions left, he directly threatened Prachi. Listen, Prachi, I don't care if you got your money back or not. If you want to continue working in the sales department, you have to become my girlfriend, otherwise, I will make life difficult for you. He crossed all limits. If he could not win her hearts, at least he could have gotten her in person. Samar angrily shouted at Pranav after hearing his words. What a man! It's a shame to have a man like you in Agrawal industry. Prachi's face turned dark and when he saw Samar shouting at him, he threatened Samar like a man. How dare you shout at me? I think you don't want to work here anymore. Samar was a normal employee in the sales department. How dare he shout at him? On the other hand, Pranav was a manager in the department who was his senior. But Samar was not affected by his trade. He moved towards Pranav and said, You threaten me? Now see what I do to you. Samar had decided to punish this arrogant freak. What will do Samar next? What will happen in the next episode? See in tomorrow episode. Friends, if you please enjoy our story, like, comment and share also the story.